I'm Jack and this is Phil with Q Music Shop, and today we're going to be talking about why you don't just buy things solely for the brand. And to illustrate, this is a name brand guitar. We covered up the name so we're not offending
so that
anybody.
People don't get angry with us. I have dealt with many instruments from this brand that are very good. The purpose of this video is not to rag on that brand, it's to illustrate that you should consider more than just brand. You have to spend some time looking at the specific instrument to know if it is worthwhile for you to purchase it. Look at this! The metal in this screw is so cheap, it broke before the plastic did. Another quick illustration is how they built the nut on this instrument. It's an okay way to build it, but it's so little extra effort to just make sure that the nut is the right height instead of having a fret that sets the height for you. And it just throws off the feel for an experienced player when the headstock and nuts are just built a little bit off. That's not as big of a problem though as the big one for this instrument. This is a steel string guitar. It's a guitar that's designed to handle all of the massive amounts of pressure of a steel set of strings pulling on this neck. It's over 100 pounds of pressure. Some sets of strings near 200 pounds of pressure. A guitar built to handle that should have a steel rod running through the inside of the neck.
Called a truss rod.
Yes. This guitar, if it has one, does not have an adjustment on it. You'll notice on the headstock, this is one of the two places that you would look to see where to adjust the truss rod. There's nothing there because that's not where you adjust it. If you look inside the sound hole, you probably can't see that on the camera, but if you were to look inside here on most steel string guitars, you would see somewhere there to be able to adjust that truss rod so that you can get the right shape of the neck to balance out the pressure from the strings. This doesn't have one. I don't know if it even has a steel rod running the length of the neck or not. There were several other shortcuts through the rest of the instruments. Most aren't worth mentioning. It's mostly that truss rod that really puts it over the edge of don't look at just brand. This is a well-known brand, and it's not one that you would want to give to a student to learn on.
And that pretty much sums it up. So be careful when you buy, and if you're looking for a beginning, a starter, or anything like that instrument, make sure to ask an experienced player if it's something worth looking into. I've seen too many people and even had too many friends who were basically conned into buying a substandard or under par instrument for their abilities. And it actually turns a lot of people off wanting to even learn how to play.
If you're looking into an instrument and don't know whether or not it's a good one, shoot me a message. Leave a comment, or just shoot me a quick email to ask if it's one that's worthwhile. I can usually tell you a fair amount off of a picture if you don't have any other experts that you can turn to.
Yep. And as always, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys!